Let's say we wanted to take our text and change it to a different font, possibly even a Windows font that isn't necessarily meant for sandblast. So let's go ahead and find one here. Maybe Monotype Corsiva. Okay, so I'll zoom in and I'll change this from all caps to, sorry, here we go. So I'll just say beloved mother. I'll make that a little bit larger. Okay, so if I were to measure this, just going to draw a line from here to here, we can see that that's only 0.036 inches, which is not very thick. The main part of the lettering here is actually 0.09, which is okay. That's, what we want, but these small little lines here would not get sandblasted very well. So one of the things to overcome, or to fix that, is that we can bold it a little bit, and that's what bold object here does. Every time you click on bold object, it contours your selection to make it a little bit more bold, and it's done by a set value, as opposed to the blastable, where we made a reference line and it would contour to make your V-line be 0.09 inches. This does not require a reference line, and it just goes by a set number each time. If I hold Control and click on the button, that tells me what my contour distance is, and I have it set for 0.015 inches. You can set that to whatever you want, 0.005 or whatever the case may be. But I'll leave it at 0.015. And this way, every time I hit B, or it's actually D on the keyboard, but B on the icon here, you can see that it makes that a little bit more bold. I'll undo and go back to wireframe view here as well. And as we do that, you'll see that it doesn't leave the original. So it's actually doing a contour, but it's deleting the original. The downside to this is that right now we've got this set as text. Once I contour it though, it is no longer text, it's actually now curves. So I don't usually bold my text until I am ready to get ready to plot the file or cut it. Another thing is, because there's not very much space between these letters, we could kern them a little bit more, or space them out a little bit more. So we'll just do that. Space it first, and then hit B. That time, every time I clicked it, you'll see how that works out. I don't really need it to be that thick. I should only need to do one click here. But now you'll see that that's thick enough to be able to sandblast well. Anything can be bolded. For instance, we could select this whole design here. I'll go out of wireframe. But because we have multiple objects selected here, I need to combine them first. Once they're combined, then I can hit B or bold, and you'll see that it just gets a little bit thicker every time that I do that. I'll go ahead and change that setting to be just a little bit thinner even, and hit the bold button again. So every time you click it, it's just going a little bit more bold, depending on whatever setting you had set there.